Chargers. No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here's a carry for the former Dolphin. It's Damian Williams. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback. And no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On second down, Williams. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Desmond King making the tackle.
Let's give plenty of credit to the defense there. They stuffed them on second and short. But if you're the offense, why would you change what you're doing? You've got a whole nother down to pick it up, and maybe even a fourth if you so choose.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll let the fullback try and pick it up. This is Anthony Sherman. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards on the play. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Casey Hayward makes the tackle. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And the Chiefs' new starter, Patrick Mahomes, with his first NFL touchdown pass. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Butker now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And his first look is incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Taylor. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, LA. A big play there. 53 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after here coming up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. For these Chiefs, Charles, another trip to the playoffs in 2017, but another early exit. And if you're a Chiefs fan, you probably continue to feel unfulfilled with the lack of postseason success. Look, it's been nearly a half-century since their last Super Bowl appearance way back in Super Bowl IV.
Yeah, and that's tough for their fans because they've been teased a little bit. Remember, last year in the regular season, they opened up the year going to New England and beating the Patriots. They also, early in the season, at home, beat the Philadelphia Eagles. Both of those teams played for the Super Bowl last year, so you know Kansas City's on that level. They need to continue to be opportunistic on defense. They take the ball away from people a lot. Plus 16 2 years ago, plus 15 last year. And then Patrick Mahomes expects many more downfield shots throwing the football. That means Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce will benefit.
And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a Turkey Bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. He's going to loft one. Deep left side. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 48 yards. And the Chiefs are in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Butker now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now these Chargers, Charles, 9-7 in their first year back in the greater L.A. area under first-year coach Anthony Lynn. And Rivers continues to lead a gritty team. They went 9-3 after the 0-4 start last year. But look, still have just one playoff appearance in 8 seasons, and they have not won the AFC West since 2009.
And you and I both know they know it too. And Phillip Rivers, he knows he's near the end of his career, but he still has productivity left. They made a big push at the end of last season. Rivers and Keenan Allen, still as dangerous a combination as there is in the league. And then on defense, who's blocking Melvin Ingram and Joey Bosa? And now you add Derwin James in as a playmaking safety. The Chargers believe 2018 could be their year.
Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Taylor will throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And it's third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Third and long, it's Taylor. Buying time to his left. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And there's Tyrod Taylor doing what he does best. Look, he's taken a few lumps along the way, and some people haven't believed in him, but this is where he excels, outside of the pocket, making plays.
As prolific with his legs as any quarterback in the league?
I would say yes to that.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
We got three, fellas, we got three.
Ready. 319. 319.
They'll throw on 1st down with Taylor. His throw incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready. 319.
Off the play fake. Here's Taylor. Wiggles free. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. The intended receiver there, Allen. And now it's 3rd down.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Slow. Z. Ready. 319. 319. Z. Pick it up.
To throw again is Taylor. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down.
Well, they just treated 3rd and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the 1st down and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence in the receivers to go up and make a play, even with defenders around them.
Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Z.
Taylor going to throw again. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Throwing again, it's Taylor. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 34.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Butker now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And how about that return as he's all the way inside the 20-yard line.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Slow.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And they're back with it, a touchdown at 21-14. This game back with it, a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball, And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form?
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, 75 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Butker now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Looking deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard. Line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, 39. Left, 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 left.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
What part did they went empty set there? No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, Taylor. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Taylor. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Left, left, left.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Black 58 rail.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the ball comes loose and picked up by the Chargers. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Taylor. Being chased out left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And going deep for Hill. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
He's going to get it running right. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Damian Williams, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Chargers. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. On 1st down, it's Taylor. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to look deep for his running back, Gordon. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Slow. Ready. Flag 32. Flag 32. Z.
All day. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Under. Z. Ship. Z.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Ready. 319. Z. Rabbit.
Go.
Final play of the half, it's Taylor. Going deep here for Allen. And this one is incomplete. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Slow. Ready. Flag 32.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5.
Two jet.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Taylor, and it's complete. Henry. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Play action, it's Taylor. Rolling to his right. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Give him 30 yards there.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on third down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
They opt to go for it, and they get it. First and goal after a pickup of 5. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Melvin Gordon, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he's into the clear. 30, 10, 5. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. A big play there for KC. Give him 52 yards on the ground.
There we go. Green, 90. Green, 90.
They'll run, hide. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Black 58 round.
He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Butker now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Trying to power it ahead with 1. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker, and now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold on.
From midfield now, here's Taylor. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. A very solid gain of 27. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Now it's Taylor. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Travis Benjamin, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Green 90. Green 90. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Black 58 rail. Left, 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 left. Z, 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 Z. Run up.
Mahomes now on 1st down. On target over the middle to Hill. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I rarely question anyone's effort on the field. But normal, you give up a touchdown like that, a long-distance play, there's usually not a lot of resistance on the extra point. In this case, though, boy, they bowed their backs and got after it, didn't they?
Yeah, a little revenge. Nicely done.
Yeah, way to go. Get in there, block it, and show them that they're still fighting.
And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Taylor stepping up. He's going to keep it. And avoids the contact by sliding. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a first.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Now they'll throw with Taylor. Completes it to Benjamin. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, Something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open. That makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
It's complete right side to Benjamin. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Dancing to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On second down, here's Taylor. Forced out to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Now it's Taylor. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Here we go. It's Taylor on fourth down. Escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. Mahomes going to throw it here. And going deep for Hill. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. And Hill with it over the middle. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They got 29 yards that time.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Southern California.
woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, oh yeah. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in a good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. Chillin' like a boss with my feet up. Got a bag for him with a visa. Pulling up the know the leader. Getting out while I'm on the. She's a keeper. No play burritos. Get to the pesos with amigos. I cannot with no zeros. Don't you run out? No, I can't show you no love, baby. Yeah, I am a boss in the cut. Mayday. Bubbles and these models are. It's poppin', I tip her. I skip her, I give her the. Girl, you on my line right now. Yeah, I can see the signs right now. Feeling like a boss right now. Feeling like a boss right now. And you just took a loss right now. Dripping in the sauce right now. Get a sprinkle up my style. I'm about to lock down. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in a good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. I feel like a boss right now. Talk to the man right now. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Feel like the man right now. Your girl on my line right now. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Shorty oughta been my me. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. She love me in the gray sweatpants. You never I left, yeah. Feeling like a boss, I done made it. Get so like a spaceship. I swear my life is amazing. Blowing money, no hesitation. Up, downs, no basic. I know these be hating, but that's what made me. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in a good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, oh yeah.
I live with birds come in. Sounds like I seats in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle. LED logo the tag. I go in back of the. They all from that. My diamonds, they all look at. This, that. I go to bed on bed. I got the demon on flats. I got it in the back. Haters, they talk the chat. They step on the rock, don't matter. I'm a K-back. 400K. I found out where you lay at. I got the lurking and they hate cats. Pockets stay fat. I got the from the block and they scamming, they know what banks at. I got the work on the avenue, they know what tanks at. I got the that live in the mansion, they know what that. I got some that's up in the Jordan, they know what that. I came on top of the building, yeah, my we had a plan. We came on top of the building, yeah, my we never ran. Down there, thought that I had a fan. Oh, hey, any 10 o'clock, got a flight out, yeah, I'm going back out to Japan. I got 2 Billy truck and a bitch door with a land. Bruce Wayne, I'm Batman. Batman, I'm best man. I got my best man. I go to hotels when I step out, yeah, your boy got a doorman. I go to nightclubs with a yeah, they call me the madman. I ain't no madman, I just go crazy, man. Ball hard, can't face, man. Choppers, rip wasteland. This what happen when you give it a taste life and you give it a wasteland. This what happen when you give it a fake life and then the ape in. I live with birds come in. Sounds like I seats in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle. I live with birds come in. Sounds like I seats in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. She go to battle.
I sound it.
Okay, I'm back to school, you. This is open campus. This is, I should slap it open-handed. Tough life, I told her motto, she need lower standards. Asked her if she had a twin, I feel like Joey Tanner. Big spender, Kris Jenner, I promote the family. Kardashian, see the Benzo, she like, oh, it's happening. Think she called me, cause she never knew her daddy. And my all black, Rhythm Nation Janet, boy, don't make me Jackson. Bodily, what's underground, what's underground, frontin' like a ride with the mob. Why shouldn't I charge me, myself, and I? Play the odds, a yes man, it's just a bobblehead doll. Holler them all. Strutting like Pac out the court, hop out the Porsche. Shake that, got that on menu, the a la carte. Boy, I had to make my point about this wave. Watch for the sharks bounce. I gave it up and talking Cuban links. Tell her ain't no weak link in my Cuban link. Only like my age. We was gangin' since the platinum FUBU days. I got dreams of being Hova out your movie, yay. Listen, babe, listen good, you'll think I'm cool with yay. Okay, my diamonds dancing, I could Lisa Ray. Life is hard, but it's easy being truthful, baby. For real, overload. This is like I got like my pinky. Money, baby, we don't baby, it ain't ours. Bet it back, I bet I match it like the same style. Chopsticks for beef from shutting PF chains down. I gave you prophecy, my first one, then you lamed out. Luckily, sold, but it wasn't for me. Still the flow raw, peep the way I bubble in these streets. Who can with me?
Nikki, baby.
Go.
Out, valet, walk out, all these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now, Yo. I'm two, on one day on my third, I was too broke, now I'm too rich, made 100K on my third shift, I'm a boy, so, boy, and I'm a gangster, and you a, boy, man, we been getting money for a long time. We was out here hungry for a long time. I don't never really have no punchlines. And all you rappers looking like a lunch line. Ooh, right now, I got you. Right now, nothing. Need a Uber right now. Right now, need crew love right now. Cause we too up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. Hop out, valet, walk out, all these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now, too up right now. Yo, I'm too up, round blew up, copped that new rape on them haters, threw up, brother went to jail for them, told me you up, first time I seen 100 bands, yeah I grew up. Oh, on the couches with my shoe up. And we was getting that record label money before they knew us. And we were blowing your budget in the club to boof up. If your dog fall in your ball hog and get your whole crew up. Ooh, I'm with right now, I got you. Right now, nothing. Need a Uber right now. Right now, need crew love right now. Cause we too up right now. Ooh, I'm up right walk out. All these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now. Too up right now.
Renegade, renegade, renegade,
They call a podcast Poppy. Kinkos, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold.
I be out on a late night, opposite a play fight. See sign break night, this break night. My wristwatch is like a break light. And you can get it right on your gravesite. So tell me something I don't know. $50 pizza when I'm eating in Soho. I heard that you in love with the stuff in your in the hate me, they hate me. What should I do? Keep getting money. It's funny, I was just like you. Super Bowl Sunday. With the facts. Security guard told Kevin Hart to relax. Oh!
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold.
I reinvented myself, they sorta hated it. I reinvented myself and upgraded it. Traded in the jewels, copped a couple new ones. Lost a couple friends and got a couple new ones. Upstairs and downstairs, the balcony. These oceanside views, the alchemy. Ain't nothing crazy like the city in the summertime. So when it's winter, I still be on my summer grind.
Handle your business, handle your business.
Loyal and honor, don't break the bro codes. The more red rose, match with the rose gold. Whoever counted me out, they can't count. Oh!
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold. They call a podcast Poppy. Kinkos, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax.
Relax, 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 oh! Relax, 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 oh! Relax, 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 oh! Relax, 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 what?
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold.
Track how G go too fast. I don't need one no seatbelt. Bad little got no upgrade. Now she got. How about the range on? Who is little baby? He going in. Man, these old rappers getting boring. They be taking shots, I ignore them. Send them to the hood while I'm touring. Making plays out of town like I'm Jordan. Need to go get your. Walk on my way, I'ma score it. Lamborghini, I don't want no Porsches. I'm on fire, don't touch me, I'm torching. Had the fish on my teeth, I went porcelain. Put the time on my back, I'm a horseman. One more year, I'ma make it a Forbes. They load me in the bay like he 40. I be sitting inside of the Moreland. Ain't no screens attached, keeping it cordless. She keep calling, but I keep ignoring it. Ain't no stopping, I'm keeping it foreign. Man, they can't stop me, I'm going it. Man, they can't stop me, I'm going it. Every time I'm gone, I get another. Tryna leave me long, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but that's just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different views.
Everybody keep checking my pose. Walking in the club with no warning, take care of the money. They swing on the water on me like the sunny. I shine when it's sunny, this platinum and rose. Gonna out the street when I go to DC, I'ma see the mode.
Every time I gone, I get another. Tryna leave me alone, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go. Every time I gone, I get another. Tryna leave me alone, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go.
Crazy different city with some different. I can switch my the same way that I change my clothes. Man, it's crazy. I'm blue envelope. And you know I'm never lacking. Gotta do it, that's up in traffic. Water with water on my paddock. In automatic. I drink water when I'm fasting. Use a hand on me and I can't have it. Boy, I'm far from average. Better wait your turn, better get in line.
Every time I gone, I get another. Tryna leave me alone, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go. Every time I gone, I get another. Tryna leave me alone, another.
Tryna spend the whole M on some clothes. Got up on this, I sold out the show. Gonna like a pirate stove. Yellow AP on all of my. I like when that wet on no toes. Picture me riding around in that rose. I put some ice on my wrist, it was swole. Still ain't got time with you.